From KQED Radio News, I'm Musiker. There's an old joke that goes like this. A passenger in New York asks a cabbie, "How do you get to Carnegie Hall?" And the cabbie says, "Practice, practice, practice." But about 3,000 musicians around the world got a chance this year to streamline that process by auditioning for membership in the YouTube Symphony.
It was a great demonstration of what people can do with a webcam and their instrument.
Ed Sanders is an international marketing manager for YouTube. He says the goal of the project was to expand the community of classical music players and provide them with new tools for sharing music and ideas. The YouTube audition site is in 16 different languages, and the orchestra will feature musicians from 30 different countries.
What we found at the beginning of this project was that there were a lot of existing classical music communities already on YouTube, but they were very fragmented. And I think one of the great things that this project has done is bring those communities together in a sort of universal destination that has really spawned lots of fabulous conversations and interactions between people across different time zones and countries.
My name is Calvin Lee, and I'm a surgeon and acupuncturist in Modesto, California.
Lee is among the lucky ones selected to the orchestra, along with 89 others. They're performing a program tomorrow night under the baton of the San Francisco Symphony's Michael Tilson Thomas. Lee says he submitted his video, even though the strings on his violin were kind of rusted.
Basically, they don't hold their tune very well, and they can't really play in tune. But they were pretty sturdy because they actually lasted over a decade.
And so you restrung it for the audition?
I didn't.
Well,
I restrung it afterwards thinking, man, they could probably play a lot better if they were in tune.
Do you practice a lot?
I haven't in the last 15 years since I was going through all this medical education. The audition video that you saw was me practicing about 2 weeks.
What were you playing?
I was playing the Bach Presto from Sonata No. 1 unaccompanied. I always loved playing this piece because it was quite a challenge for the dexterity, and it required quite a bit of fine motor control. And it is almost a non-stop piece, so it's a bit of a torture. And sometimes you can see me grimacing on the video, and it's because my muscles weren't really built up for it quite yet.
I wonder if you see a relationship between your job as a surgeon and acupuncturist and the skill you show as an amateur musician.
I think there are just so many things in common between music and being a surgeon or an acupuncturist. Both are dexterity-related skills, and both are also, the more you do something, the better you get at it. So it's one of those practice makes at least something closer to perfect.
How about the performance in Carnegie Hall? The old adage was, how do you get to Carnegie Hall? Practice, practice, practice. And you managed to do it in just a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it was practice, record, and upload, I guess.
And what do you hope to get out of this? I mean, besides the fact that it allowed you to get music back into your life, what do you hope to get out of this experience of performing with these other professional musicians, working with Michael Tilson Thomas, performing at Carnegie Hall?
One of the biggest goals I had was to help promote music education, especially in times like this. Music education is harder to come by with the financial challenges, and I've always valued music as something that helped me become a surgeon even. But with this goal of meeting other people in the YouTube Symphony, I think we can collaborate and create a lot of videos on YouTube that'll help people who take private lessons. There's no substitute for a regular teacher, but supplement some of their teachings by watching other people play music. I think YouTube Symphony will really promote the art form of classical music and the symphony itself.
Good luck to you. Congratulations.
Great. Thank you for the phone call.
Calvin Lee of Modesto will join another California musician at Carnegie Hall tomorrow night as members of the YouTube Symphony. That's Hannah Pauline Tarley of Cupertino. She's 17 years old. I'm Musiker, KQED Public Radio.